Hi guys, how are you? It's Wednesday night, 8:30 Central Time, which means it's time for Paint Talk. I'm Dionne Woods, owner and artist at the Turquoise Iris, and Matt's here.
Plug in your speaker.
Plug in your speaker. It's in my purse in the other room.
I got it.
All right. How are you? As you pop on, say hello. If you are catching the replay, thanks for hanging out. What we're going to do tonight is what do you do when a painting doesn't sell? Now, in my defense, this painting has been on our mantle for a long time. It hasn't even been on my website for at least a year and 3 months when we moved in here. I loved the color and I loved the big, bold white blooms. And so I popped this one up on the mantle. I recently replaced it with something newer and I decided it needed a new look. I didn't really feel like I added enough blooms to it. So I have grabbed some paints. Now, I have been, hi, Carrie Carter, Papa Mac, and Irene. How are you guys? I have been at an old chapel for the last 2 days from 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Hi, Derek. Hi, Alice. And I left all my paints and brushes and ring lights. We brought one home. Rahini, I need your address. I sent you a direct message. Don't know if you saw that, but you won some free stuff. And so I need to send that to you. So I just sent you a message. So it might look a little different. I feel a little different because I had to go get the new water girl out of the bathroom because the other one's up at the church. So I left a ton of stuff up there. Hello, everybody. I am so glad you're here. Hello, Irma and Barbara and Clarissa, Lisa and Crystal Molina's here. Lisa Dixon. Hi, Karen Brown. Thanks, you guys. Hey, Kristen. So, like I said, this is 4 foot wide and 3 foot tall. It's been on our mantle since we moved in here, but I have recently pulled it down and put up something newer, something it was more of a modern abstract that's up there right now on our mantle, and I wanted to redo this or add to it, shall we say. Oh, I got my brush today. Oh, good, Carrie. I am so glad. Crystal, which one? Which one are you asking? Debbie Reader's here. Hi, Bub. And okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I also received 2 big packages in the mail today, and I want to open them up. One was addressed to Matt, and literally Matt Woods at the Turquoise Iris, and one was to Dionne Woods, and they're from Bristle and Chalk Company. Bristle and Chalk Company. Yeah. So I want to open these up. Matt has opened them, but I have not even seen what's inside of them. And so I thought we would do that today on the live as well. I want to know what brush Carrie Carter got. Oh, she got the mop brush. I got her the mop. Thanks, honey. I gave her the mop because she won the other night, and instead of giving her paint, I thought I would send her a brush maybe that she didn't already have. So, Maureen, hello, and Mary, I am so glad you guys are here. I have a bunch of paint here, but like I said, I have my whole big cart full of paint, and I left it up there and went, oh no, what are we going to do? So I'm improvising. Of course, I have other things here. Grabbed a bunch of Paint Pixie and the Turquoise Iris brushes. So I am just going to jump in here. Matthew, are you tired? Did I run you too ragged today at the church?
Nope.
Hi, Lindsay. Nope, I didn't. I really didn't. Michelle came. My Michelle came all the way from Tulsa. She brought us some wall hangings that with the sticks and the crochet, like not the crochet, but the yarn. It's so pretty. She put some beads on some of them so I could use them for my style shoot. She also brought me some flowers as an early birthday present, and hung out with us and had lunch. And so it was really good to get to see Michelle and hang out with her. She's such good help. She's so good to have around. Between her and Matt, I was set up for sure. Okay, guys, so this was a painting I did when we lived at our other house. I feel like it's too sparse, and I want to add in some more, a whole lot more. So I am going to get some greens out. I'm going to start with some DIY. Nope, I'm lying. I'm lying because I grabbed Aviary and it's dried up. I don't think I've used it since Aviary came out, but I was trying to grab some colors because all my green is up at the church. So that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab some acrylic, though, in green. Matt, we're improvising.
I like it.
You like it? Did you have a good day, Matt?
It was just stunning.
What was your favorite part of the day, Matt? Hanging out with me at the
absolutely
church. Tell me.
stunning.
Hi, Alice. Hi, Carrie. Thanks for being here. Tell me your favorite part, Matthew.
All of it. Every
Oh, now you're
single
cheating.
minute.
That's not true.
How do you know it's not true?
You didn't enjoy every single minute.
I did.
Were you bored watching
I
me?
even enjoyed going and getting lunch.
You enjoyed getting out of there and going and getting lunch.
No, I said I even enjoyed it.
Funny, I see a dog in the bottom flower. What? A dog. She sees a dog in the bottom flower. Like this one down here. Right here. You see the dog right there? So I really love this painting, but guys, like I said, it's been on the mantle for a year and 3 months since we moved in, or 4 months now, and I'm ready to give it a little bit different look. Hi, Patty Levine. There's Michelle. He enjoyed lunch. He did. He enjoyed all of it with us. He enjoyed it. He got to listen to some podcasts. When Michelle and I thought he was listening to us talking, he's just like shaking his head, and we're like, you're listening to a podcast. Rita says she sees a dog. Oh, Janae, thank you. I think it's a great painting too. I had it on the mantle for so long, but I'm gonna do something a little bit different with it, I think. So I'm mixing up some colors right now. I'm getting out some shades of green, some white, a black, and a little bit of burnt sienna. I'm gonna load my brush. I felt so helpless when I came in here and went, oh my gosh, my big paint cart is still up at the chapel. What are we gonna do? What's this wee stuff? Matt's just over there hanging out. Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. It was a beautiful day, though. The weather was 70 degrees, so I couldn't complain. The birds were chirping. It's a beautiful. Michelle, what did you think of the chapel that we spent the day at today? All right, I'm just going to do some light misting. I never sealed this piece. I didn't put any varnish on it, which I typically don't do until I have sold the painting, just in case I decide that I need to add to it or it doesn't sell. So it's acrylic, but I'm just going to jump right in because it does not have the sealer on it or the varnish. And you can really just, as if you were just taking a long break from it. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Cheryl. The chapel has Dionne's name all over it. Not literally. We didn't graffiti it or anything. The chapel is definitely something Dionne should have. Aw. At least access to, right? For sure. It was so much fun. We're going to have our class there in April 17th, for those of you coming. All right. So I'm just going to jump in. This is kind of hard to kind of just decide where. So I'm just going to jump in. But I know that I felt like I needed more to this painting. You know, as your style evolves, you figure why not, right? So I'm just getting some color on there right now.
Boy, Michelle's really laying it on thick.
Is she? Is she getting on? Is she on right?
She's laying it on thick. Everybody's piling on.
I have a feeling it's piling on towards you.
It is.
Well, he's not being the big bad mean guy saying no, I can't have it. But he's very realistic and very practical. And that comes into play when you're making a very large financial decision. So not just that, not just the finances, but like, why would we, or, you know, those kind of things. But I enjoyed every bit of today and yesterday. But yesterday was a little hectic because we had baseball. Tomorrow we'll have baseball and it'll be a little hectic again.
What brush are you using?
I am actually painting with the Paint Pixies Dusty. I love the 3-inch. He was considering it today, says Michelle. He was thinking about different options. It's
just, you know, I mean,
I have a place to paint, so that's the thing.
Practicality standpoint.
Practical. He's very practical. He's very black and white. So we have to be patient with him, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, this is the Dusty. I also have the Lil D, and I also have the VIP. And when I'm working on a canvas that's bigger than 3x3, I almost always come in with the VIP on my canvas as well. I mean, you can imagine it being a small dresser, a small piece of furniture. I'm going to use it for that, so I might as well use it for my canvas. Right now, I'm just putting in some layers of leaves. I hope everybody else had a good day. I don't want to keep talking about us. What'd you guys do today? Tell me, tell me, tell me. Just because isn't a good decision, I can always rent when you want to. I can. I can always, you know, well, it's for sale. So if someone else buys the event center and it's not available for events, then I won't be able to. But I can, as long as that's what it's being used for, then yes, I can. And I will definitely be doing that. But it has definitely stolen my heart, and it's a very, very special place. Reclaimed Warehouse has closed their event center indefinitely, and I needed a place to do my retreat, and I also was looking for a fun place to host, to do a photo shoot. And I stumbled upon it when I was looking online, and found out that it was for sale. And so I just went ahead and rented it for a few days. Get to paint there tomorrow. I get to paint there Friday. And we're going to do our workshop there.
See, I'm liking where Patty Levine's head is right now.
Tell me what Levine.
She
Tell
said
me.
you could always create another space closer to home with incredible lighting, beautiful space, and spectacular energy.
Yep. You're right. And Matt was trying to tell me that he would build me a similar structure at home
For half the price.
for half the price in the backyard, as long as our HOA says we can. Right, honey?
Mm-hmm.
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 But it won't have windows that are 1842 leaded glass. What color green is that, Delisa? It's not. All of my DIY paint is left up at the church. All of this is acrylic. None of this is DIY, because the one jar I grabbed that I had here on my stock shelf was aviary, and it was dried up. So I am using a sap green, a phthalo green, a titanium white, a middle green, and I have some black, some white, and then I just put some powder blue also. So I'm loving the direction this is going. I'm just going to let that set up for a second.
Papa Mac and Irene said would make a great Turquoise Iris Academy of Art.
It would, and it's going to be a great gallery one of these days for myself too. I want to invite all kinds of artists there to come and let me feature you. Open up my gallery. That's what I want to do. And Matt, you know what, Matt and I've talked about doing that. We have plans of doing that down the road. Just the plan wasn't exactly to start that just yet. But you know, I have this amazing electrician who wanted to, yeah, the cute one in behind me over there, Mr. So then I can invite you guys to come to our gallery and have an event there and feature different artists around the country that I've been able to connect with online. Do y'all know any of those people?
Mm-mm.
No?
Nope. Nope.
I like where this is going. It's already so much better. Ooh la 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 la.
Okay.
Okay.
He says we might be able to find some architectural salvage windows.
Yep.
We have a
Yes.
store that's really cool for that.
We do have a store locally called Dead People Stuff. And we went in there a couple of times, and they have some really neat things like that. Windows and doors and old structural pieces. So Matt said that might be something we need to do in the next year. Because I am a homebody. I do like to be home. But honestly, I am just trying my best not to get my hopes up. But I love the chapel. It was raining in San Diego, so I painted today. Oh, good. Good. Okay, I'm going to shift over here to this side. Okay. All right. So far, I am just in love with so far what we're doing. So, Matthew, be honest. Be
Yes.
honest. You didn't hate being there today, right?
No, it's a nice building.
Michelle and I watched his little wheels turn while he was thinking about, the upkeep and stuff, the maintenance. I wish it were closer to home. It's about 25 minutes from our house. Doesn't seem like a far drive for most of you, but for us it is.
Wait, for you.
For me it is. I don't really go anywhere but the gym. Ball games. Okay. Let me think about this for a second, guys.
Did Rohini ever contact you back, honey?
I told her on the beginning before you got in here that we needed
Okay.
her address.
All right.
I sent her a direct message. She said her and Tom were watching. Thank you so much for that.
Derek, I give lots of things thought. That's probably part of the reason why I talk myself out of things so much. I think a little too much sometimes.
Well, I have been talking about this place for 2 months now, right? Have I been? I found it about 2 months ago, Matt.
Maybe not.
Maybe not quite 2 months.
I don't think it's been that long. I don't know.
I could spread out. We could have workshops, singing and dancing, and then if somebody needed it, like
did you say singing?
Singing and
dancing
and painting, all the good stuff.
Maybe out back I can put a little grill and do some barbecue.
Oh my gosh, are you making fun of my voice?
Can barbecue a little bit.
There is a nice patio.
It's a really nice patio.
It's a great venue. I found out one of my friends got married there, and I didn't even know that's where she got married. It's the oldest chapel in Oklahoma.
Delisa would like to know where your paint is. So a palette or a bowl?
My palettes are up at the church too, Delisa. It's just on a little plate, like a ceramic plate down here.
Which is also covered in
My press and seal.
Press and Seal. Shout out to Press and Seal for making a good product.
Right? Well, I didn't even know anything about it till Quita told me about it.
Crystal Core Marie Molina says, you just need a groundkeeper for the church with a humpback and a set of keys he wears clipped to his belt buckle that jingles as he hobbles around with intensity and purpose.
That sounds like a movie. Is that from a movie or something? Like the character, right? Yes, that's what I thought. The groundskeeper. I think that was the point, right? What are you thinking, Matthew?
What?
What are you thinking?
What?
I'm painting. Have you noticed?
Well, I mean, I'm tired. I'm thinking that.
I'm tired too, baby.
I'm thinking that.
I'm mentally so tired.
That one day that you will have a space to be proud of.
I'm proud of this space,
and that,
honey.
I can provide for you something that you'd be proud of.
Oh my gosh, are you being
and
a
you're
baby?
not ashamed
Oh wow.
of me or your studio.
Wow. You took that to the ugly direction real quick, babe. Everybody knows that I am not ashamed of my studio. I just am in love with the church. the music, all of it, the windows. My mom came by. She said she was proud of me because I let the space find me.
Fancy Free says, no shame in your game.
So, guys, occasionally you have a painting or you'll do some sort of piece of furniture. We've done that before where we brought a piece of furniture in here and it hasn't sold, and no shame. You rework it. It didn't find the right buyer. And this painting, it wasn't for sale very long, but I loved it so much that I put it on our mantle when we moved in here. And instead of putting it back on my website, I decided I wanted to continue working on it. So I had it sitting over to the side, and tonight was the night.
Derek's just selling me down the road.
Is he? He
says,
wants us to have it, doesn't he?
I know, he says, I see it coming.
Derek, I think everyone knows, Derek.
I think, Derek, if I got you set down right next to me, if you were sitting in this chair right here.
Oh, he's patting the chair next to him,
right,
Derek.
Right here, Derek. You and I would have an interesting conversation about productivity, cost, structure, maintenance, and we get it lined out, Derek. I bet we could get it done.
You know what? I think he thinks that if I decide I want something, you'll say yes.
That's typically how this all works, honey.
I think he's like, oh, it's going to happen. I can see it. And that's a very big possibility. So ultimately, if I push really hard, I could probably get my way, but I still also want to be a smart businesswoman. For sure. Right?
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to say do it, follow your dreams, but it's another to pay for it.
Yeah.
Because you have to at some point consider what the payment's going to be every single month. Right?
Yeah.
At least that's the way I look at it.
Well, and everybody's like, do workshops, just have a workshop. I could totally do that. But I have so many workshops already booked across the country. I'm going different places, and I want to go to our retailer stores and bring traffic to their stores so they can sell more paint and they can get the word out. Like that's kind of something I've committed to doing because I want to help our retailers for DIY and Paint Pixie. And it's also fun.
Well, I mean, we want to, travel too. We talked about several things.
That Oklahoma City is really all that desirable. As if I got to go other places, it's like, would they want to come here on a regular basis or like once a year is okay?
I think it works well because we are centrally located for the most part, and you can get to East Coast, West Coast fairly easy.
You know what I like the way that's dripping right there.
I don't know. A lot of things to consider.
A lot of things. But it's a good day. We're going to paint tomorrow. You guys, I've posted some stories and some reels on Instagram. Tried getting them posted on Facebook, but I'm not sure that Facebook let the music play, Facebook, that's so lame. Play my music. It's from Instagram, which doesn't make sense because they own the same, they're owned both by Facebook. So anyway.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm a big pros and cons list kind of guy.
Blah, blah, blah.
And Dionne is not. She's like an all pro kind of gal. No, there's no cons on Dionne's list. It's all pro.
Dude, I make good decisions.
No, I'm not saying you don't.
I'm a good decision maker.
Shannon Langley says, I think you do for a trip to the beautiful Pacific Northwest, Spokane, Washington.
I am. It's on my list. I've got to go to Washington within the next year. I've got to go there. It is.
Catherine Catherine Miles, she says, come on, Matt, let Dionne get the church. Just flat out, just let
Come
him.
on. Bully him. Come on, Catherine, let's bully him. I like it. He liked it. He was considering it today. He was just kind of playing out the cons and, you know.
Well, Fancy Free, that was very nice. She says, it's so nice that you two have unselfish goals that allow others to grow with you.
Aw.
That was nice.
Well, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I just don't ever want to feel like I'm taking something for granted, and I like to help people. That's kind of what my business is based on, is while I'm learning, and I might as well help other people in the process. So, okay, now we've got to bring in our flowers again, but I'm liking the direction this is going. That I love. That got too drippy when I added the water, but I've got to at least let it set up. But I think we're adding in some pretty good layers. How does it look from your screen, Matt?
It's looking very 3D-ish.
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 I like that.
I don't know if that's a word, but I used it, so
well,
we're going to go with it.
Boom. He used it, so then
Yeah.
it's a word.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to get, I feel like I should let this dry, but we're live now, so what's the point in letting it dry? I got to find something to put paint on.
Nancy McManus says, please come back to Delaware. I went to Janesville, Iowa.
I heard!
And told her you were my inspiration. She told me that she knew you and had you there.
Yes!
My beach house is just down the road, so you have a place to stay.
Oh, thank you so much. I loved Bethany Beach. I loved Delaware, where we were. So she texted me the other day and told me that you were in. I meant to tell you that. Thank you so much. And the Janes have, I was there in 2017, and they have the most precious family, most precious store. I just love them. I love everything about the Janes. So thank you for that. Thank you for telling them. Okay, I am getting some yellow ochre. And I have some white. I'm using titanium white. And now I'm going to kind of work on my flowers just a little bit. I know this is like a large, huge, enormous.
This is 36
flowers.
by 36?
Nope, it's 36 by 48.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a big one. It's a big girl.
Is this going to go back up on her mantle?
I don't know. I kind of like the one that's been up there.
Really?
You said it was one of your favorites.
It is.
Yeah, we're photographing it at the church today, but when we get it back home tomorrow, we're going to put it back up there, I think. Okay, hang on. Let me think.
Cheryl says the blue pops in the back. I love that.
Yeah, I don't want to cover up that blue. I just kind of want to make these blooms a little bit more, I don't know what the right word is, but we're going to just play with them until we get them right.
Until you feel it's where you want it.
Yep.
Karen Brown, how large is the church? Square foot?
1,100. That's it. It's got a bell tower, only 1,100 square feet. So it's a patio at back. And of course it's tall. Yeah. Tall.
Jennifer on the Planet says, my parents said you could use the pit house at the Capri in Ocean City 15 minutes from Bethany Beach.
Oh my
And
gosh.
have a workshop in the meeting room.
You guys give me so many options. See, this is why I'm like, I want to go to all these different parts of the country and come see you guys so you don't have to travel as far. But then again, I still have a 15-year-old, so I'm not going too far for very long, for a while. Because that boy is growing too fast. He's going to be driving in 4 weeks, guys. 4 weeks he will be driver on the road. And he's really good. He's a really good driver.
Well, hello, Alice. How are you
Hi,
doing?
Alice.
So you added some yellow and you kind of changed the style of the flower.
I did.
Janet said she got married there.
Oh, Bethany Beach. That's beautiful. It was pretty kind of chilly when we were there, and it was late at night, but I ran and stuck my feet in the ocean. It was the first time my feet had seen the Atlantic Ocean, and it was really cold and windy and loud, and we were already late getting where we needed to go. So that was the only time I saw the Atlantic Ocean.
Irma would like to know if you're going to get an RV to travel.
I'm not. Matt says we can't.
I couldn't let
Matt says we can't get one.
Yeah, Irma, it just, Dionne and I in a car sometimes just, we're not on the same wavelength sometimes. If I was to give you a percentage, it would be like,
dude,
98% not on the same page
dude,
to 2%
dude,
on the same
you're
page.
Exaggerating, dude.
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
Am I? Derek, back me up on this one.
Derek is not going to back you up.
Derek's going to back me up.
No, he's not.
I bet Carrie Carter and Rob would back me up on this one.
This is true. I don't think
I'm going to start bringing people into this.
I am a scaredy cat on the road, and so he does not like long distance travels, even though that's what we do. But he's not a fan of hanging out with me in an RV for a long time, apparently. And he says we couldn't have one. We need to just fly.
Rita Newell. First time seeing you. Lovely painting. What's painting with? So what are you painting with? Thank you, Rita, for joining and watching.
I'm glad you're here. This is acrylic, and this was a painting that I did a couple of years ago. Had it on our mantle for a while, and I replaced it recently with a new abstract that I like. And so I decided to give this a whole new look tonight with you guys. I'm using a 6-inch brush from Paint Pixie called the VIP. I have them available on my website as well. And but I'm using acrylics, and it needed more, but I'm trying not to cover up the blue that's peeking out. But there's 2 blooms over there, so I kind of need to pop out. I'm going to have to switch my seat over there in just a second.
It's a good idea.
Hope I answered that correctly.
Yeah, no, I think you nailed it, honey. Okay. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Pretty good at that whole talking and painting thing.
Yeah. People think it's easy. It's not easy. And I'm always asking people, give people a break. When you're watching somebody and they're painting and talking, please be nice to them, no matter what they're doing. It's a very hard thing to do. Really.
And then you got, Carrie. I mean, she sings and paints.
And then she sang. I mean, it's a talent, guys.
Beverly Goodman says the blue looks like a ceramic urn. Love it.
Oh,
I see that. Yeah, okay. Like it's painted on the side of the urn. Ooh, yeah, that's really good. I like that. I'm liking that flower. It's kind of pretty.
which one? This one or this one? Or both? Or just the style? Is that what you mean, baby?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Yep.
Well, I didn't get to paint today, but I am painting now. So, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Oh, my.
If you would please put your attention to YouTube, Lolly has joined us this evening.
Lolly's here. Hi, darling. I'm glad you're here. I'm going to switch sides again, guys.
I think Lolly has a fan club.
She does. She's like Cliff at the Cheers. She walks in and everybody's like, Lolly! Like that. It's because she's such a good supporter. She's so helpful.
Everybody on here is so great.
I know.
I mean, I'm not going to list names because I can't think of all of them.
No, don't do that.
Just everybody on here is fantastic. Very helpful. I mean, super smart. I mean, really. We've got ladies and gentlemen with like 18 degrees.
18 degrees.
Masters and their
Masters.
fields of work, and they come on and listen to us. That is amazing.
We must be comic relief.
We have to be.
Speaking of comic relief, what's going on?
She wanted to come paint.
What's going on here? What? What? Shaky, shaky. What you do?
Lisa Dixon, where everybody knows her name.
Where everybody knows her name.
Very good reference, Lisa Dixon.
I said cheers.
Where everybody knows her name.
Hey.
Dun, 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 dun.
Where do you go lay down, please?
Come here.
Call her. Thank you.
Lay down.
Okay, so I'm going to leave those alone. I'm not done with them, but I'm thinking I like the direction it's going. What do you guys think? I'm glad you're doing better. Look, yes, Lolly is feeling better. She had an ugly ear infection. Those suckers are tough. Okay. So we closed submissions to the Turquoise Iris Journal. We have selected 21, 22 features for the journal. You guys, that's crazy. We had 15 in the first one, 17 or 18 in the second one, and now we have like 21, 22. So it's probably going to be over 100 pages, literally for $5 a month. It's amazing. The tutorials, there are several people on here right now, like Patty Levine. She's going to be featured. Carrie Carter is going to be featured. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's so good. It's so good. I can't figure out why not everybody is subscribed, and I'm not saying that. It's just, I know you guys love painting, so it's like, oh my gosh, you guys, I keep wanting to talk about it, but I don't want to make you feel bad if you're missing out. I'm not trying to like rub it in and go nanny, nanny, boo, boo. I just, man, it's good. And the other thing you should have is this brush. This is just, look at that, Woods.
I see it.
Oh my.
Betty says she loves it. It looks like summer.
Oh yes, let's do more of that, Betty. You know we like our summer, don't we, Betty?
Yeah, so we have another podcast coming out, right?
Yeah, tomorrow.
If you guys didn't catch Crystal's podcast, it was really good.
Crystal Coral Marie Molina.
She sang a little bit.
She did. Anybody want to guess what song Crystal Molina sang for us on the podcast? And then Jenny Lee Tucker. She was featured in issue 2. She's a beautiful creative artist, mama. And she is in the podcast tomorrow. She did the tour of Round Top Antique Fair for us in issue 2. So she talks about meeting the Junk Gypsy sisters, what that's like, and all of the fun places to go there at Round Top.
Cheryl says, I have thought of some people that should be in the magazine.
Oh, well, tell them.
Tell
them to submit for issue 4, please.
Carrie Carter says, spoonful of sugar.
Just a spoonful of sugar. She listened to the podcast.
She did.
I said, how about a little Betty Poppins? And she was like, Mary Poppins? I was like, yes, Betty Poppins. And she was like, okay. And she just busted it out. Oh, girl's got a good voice. We have some retreats coming up. Can't wait to give you all the details on that. So just some fun stuff.
Alice says, going to the chapel and we're, excuse me, I'm going to start over.
Okay, Woods.
I got to do this justice. She says, going to the chapel and we're going to be painting going to the chapel, and we're going to be learning. Going to the chapel of love.
Going to the chapel.
Well, Alice had sealed it. I just literally lost it. I lost.
Yep. Sounds like we're getting the chapel, honey. If you love me, we get the chapel. Michelle said it just felt like me. I don't like that bloom. Crud. I don't like that one. I like the others and I don't like this one. What are we going to do? See how these are all going down and these are all going up? Oh, man.
Well, what are you going to do about that? Was that intended? Or was
No, I just said I don't like this one. I'm reshaping them.
Don't get rid of that blue.
Oh my gosh.
Don't get rid of that blue. You'll have people on here they won't follow you anymore.
They'll unfollow me?
Yeah. They're like, you got rid of that blue. I am done.
Wow.
I mean, it's possible. I don't know if that's true.
It seems excessive.
Sue Rosenblatt says, the color of the flower is making me hungry for butterscotch on vanilla ice
Oh,
cream.
yes, girl. Little peach cobbler. Okay, hang on. Hang it on. Hang on, hang on.
Derek says, change the bloom.
Done.
Is that, I don't know what that means, but.
Change the bloom. I flipped it. That's exactly what I just did.
Oh, got you.
He's
Okay.
saying, yeah, he's saying flip it over. I'm like, yep, I did. We will do that, guys.
Cheryl says, well, sunflowers do get windblown. This is true. Or maybe they get trampled on maybe by a animal, which is possible. So, well, there's
Or an abbey, right?
Alice O'Keefe says, what goes up must come down.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So we will let the sides of that one come down and this one come down. This one we're going to go ahead because it's big. It wants to be the star. We're going to have it go up.
Having fun over there?
Me?
Yep.
Yeah. How can you tell?
Have you done any finger painting in a while?
Yes. Like last week, we finger painted.
You finger painted last week?
Yes, it's right there.
Oh, you did that last week?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't I remember that?
You,
Wait a minute, I think I remember now. Okay, my bad. Robert's really getting excited for FNL this Friday.
really?
Yeah, do you remember who our special guests are?
Oh, Derek and Michelle are coming on.
Yeah, it's gonna be a royal battle royale.
Well, how are they going to battle, though? What do you mean?
I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna come up with a bunch of
Maybe
questions.
they should come up with the questions.
No, I'm gonna come up with some questions, and we're gonna see who answers them, who gets the most points and the correct answers. What do you think?
Oh, so we're gonna do that.
It's
Okay.
like a battle royal. I mean, it's gonna be some uppercuts. It's gonna be some
So do
body
we give
blows,
them? Do
body
we
blows.
do we give them like a buzzer or something?
Well, I don't know. We'll work out the details.
Okay. All right. Do they know
But
this?
Derek's pretty pumped up.
Okay.
Pretty pumped. I think he's ready to show his. I think he's got 17 degrees now.
Oh, he's gonna bring them all to the.
Yeah, he's bringing them all to the table.
Wow.
I think Michelle's got her workout for her.
Oh, my Michelle, man. I'm gonna have to give it to the girls over here.
Michelle
Michelle?
says, I don't do well under pressure.
She's like, oh Lordy, I'm crumbling already. No pressure, Matthew. No pressure.
Oh no, nothing's gonna change. Nothing will change except for everything. It's okay.
The only thing will change
It's gonna be a whole new format.
is
It
everything.
is going to be off the hook.
Off the hook.
Off the hook. I don't know what that means.
I don't know really what that means either.
Yes, you will be able to phone a friend. You can ask for everybody.
You should ask Lolly, whoever.
Oh, Lolly already said, can we help Michelle from the shoes?
Yes. Lolly, it's your job.
I'm gonna have to pull out the
It's your job.
what's that game? Jeopardy, the expert edition. I may go buy that just
for this?
Yeah.
Guys, no matter what I
Lisa
do.
Dixon, what color is that?
It's the flower is powder blue. Powder blue. Uh-oh.
Powder blue.
Powder blue. It's Artist Law from Michaels. It's right now, it's pretty much my favorite color that I use for acrylics right now.
Melanie Mel.
Hi, Mel.
She said, these flowers remind me of the movie 50 First Dates. Good call. Yeah, I can see that.
Ooh, the tropical Hawaii
She
flowers.
She painted on her dad's garage wall.
That's a good compliment to me. Thank you. I love that movie so much.
Alice says, Dionne, it has a lot of depth.
Thank you.
I agree, Alice. I think it really does. And
Well, maybe we'll take it to the church tomorrow and we'll photograph it.
We can do that.
Yes.
Delisa would like to know what color blue is in the background.
Oh. Well, I painted it 2 years ago, sister.
I'm going to say it's a combination of old school and little black dress.
No, ignore him. It's probably, it's probably ultramarine. Hi, Denise. It's probably ultramarine. Yeah, that would probably be the one that I used. It is watered down, but since I painted it 2 years ago, I'm kind of just guessing. But when I'm looking at it, it's got to be the ultramarine, that deep china blue. And what I could do, I think what I will do is, because you guys are saying that you like it so much, I should probably, Robert, I have it through Friday. I just rented it for 4 days, and then we have it again on April 17th when we're doing the workshop there. Yes. So I think what I could do is probably just pour some more of that out here in just a second and add in a few more dabbles here and there of that blue, since you guys are liking it so much. Why don't we just do that? Okay. And then we can tell if it's the right color or not.
Christopher Marie Molina, my husband heard the paint drop and asked if Dionne hit Matt. She really does.
Did I go like this and like
really
and fling it across the room?
Trying to refrain from throwing things at me. She does.
I don't really throw things at you.
Your words can be hurtful too. Huh?
My words are strong enough. Okay. Okay, hold on. I need some.
Alice says, the lighting that was in the chapel when you photographed the blank canvas was so amazing. It was warm, golden, just divine.
It's so funny because
No pun intended.
no pun. Yes, girl, it was divine. I don't have to use any filters. I don't like. I'm like, all of that was just so natural. I just would take a picture and then I'd run over there and show Michelle, and I'm like, look, this just looks like this. Like, I didn't do anything. I just literally snapped the picture. Love that. Okay, so I have some blue. And that just didn't drip enough. I wanted that to drip more. There we go.
Rohini says, I'd love to see a tutorial teaching us how to do your flowers and leaves. Teach us how you turn your hand like you do.
Oh, thank you. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. So right now I'm just kind of putting some more of the blue back in where it already is. I'm just adding it in a little bit deeper and a little bit more intense. And maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll kind of hit a few marks here on the leaves, because we can. Yeah, we can. We can do whatever we want. So let's just use this fan brush and frame out a few of those stems.
Hello, Sharon Evans.
Hi, Sharon Evans.
Rita Crowley. She says, hand turn workshop in the church.
Hand turn. How you turn your hand. It's interesting because those are not really things that I think about. Like, I don't think about even saying it out loud because it's just, I don't think about it, you know?
Are you adding blue?
I am. I'm adding the ultramarine to see if that was the same color, and I believe that it is.
Pretty close.
It looks just like it, except when I can tell it was watered down, and then I used a 3-inch brush. I can tell by my strokes what I did, but it's been 2 years ago, but I can tell that's what I have done.
Alice would like to know if you've ever done an animal series.
No animals. I haven't.
It's a different kind of skill set.
Yeah, you have to get it right. You have to make it look like the animal in
Very
order to do the animals. And that's not, my brain doesn't do that really. I guess it could. I just don't really have I don't know. I don't have that desire, I guess. I don't know what the right word is. Okay. I did Delisa when she was here in Albuquerque. I was taken away.
About me.
Oh, that's so sweet. What did Delisa say? Oh, seeing her. I'll be squeezing you too tight. You won't even get to. I'll take all your breath away. You won't cry. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm just going to bring some of this up here a little bit. All right, ladies, gentlemen, we will be back on Friday. Can we take this to the church tomorrow? But don't let me forget it.
Sure.
I'll work.
Sure.
I might work on it a little bit more. I don't know, because it needs. It needs some more details. But we'll be back Friday night. Our buddy Derek and Michelle both have agreed to come on live.
It's going to be super fun.
And Matt's going to have some challenging questions for them. Not really, but it will be fun.
I get to use my announcer voice.
Oh, man. Did we say he could use his announcer voice?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Oh, my stars.
Let's get ready to rumble.
We're not rumbling. But
Well, it's an intellectual rumble.
Is it?
I don't know. It just sounded fun.
Michelle, did you know you signed up for an intellectual rumble? Give me the good ones.
I don't know. Michelle was a bit honoring to me today.
Oh. How was she?
She was a bit honoring. She reminded me a little bit of Lolly Lolly. A little bit combative, but in a good way.
Michelle's always trying to do nice things for me, like too nice. So we get into arguments and then we start bossing each other around. And then I'm like, you're bossy. And she's like, you're bossy. And yeah, it's pretty funny.
All right. Listen to this, honey.
All right.
This will make you happy.
Okay.
Papa Mac and Irene. Irene has been on a bear and horse kick lately. She just got a commission for another horse.
Well, that's so wonderful. Congratulations.
I would love to see some of that.
Congratulations. We would like to see that. Carol Ann, thank you so much. I think I like it better than where we started. I don't know if you guys agree. Several of you said you love it, but I think that I think we've added to it in a good way, I hope. I want a little bit more definition in the center of so I'm gonna bring in a little bit of black here. I want a little bit more definition.
Where can we see Irene's painting?
Where can we see Irene's painting? Please let us know, Papa Mac.
Put it in the comments.
Oh, that would be great. Good idea. Put it in the comments if there's a page or somewhere where we could see your work, sister. Sharing is caring. Don't be bashful here. These are your friends.
Crystal Cormley Molina says, "Is this called Sold Chapel Lilies?" Like SOLD.
I love you. Let me paint sold chapel lilies in the chapel. It's actually called Old Trinity, which is beautiful. But yeah. It's my birthday, Matt. Next week.
You better tell me what you want.
I think you know what I want.
I wasn't planning on spending that much money.
Oh. Well, what about the thing I did ask for?
I told you I waited too long and they sold out.
You waited too long to order it and it went and sold out. So there's that. Papa Irene is freaking out. Papa, is Irene freaking out right now? I would load them up there, but she is still beating me. Trinity for eternity. Yes, ma'am. Old school turquoise Trinity. Delise is getting all fancy. But can't you just see Matt walking around the grounds with his tool belt on? Can't you see that? Oh, you know what? Before I go, I was going to open up these boxes that came. Matt, I almost forgot again. Okay, so while that's setting up, because I do want a little bit more definition, but we may have to hold off on that.
Hello, teaspoon.
Okay, so this one was shipped to Dionne.
Oh, yes.
And this one was shipped to Matt. I'm going to open yours first.
Okay.
So this came from Bristle and Chalk Company. And Matt got a letter. What did it say? You deserve to have gifts too?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the first time I'm seeing this. It says Matt's Bristle Toolbox. Oh my God, how cute is this? What in the world? Okay. Oh my gosh, she built you a toolbox? Look. This is Marcy Calloway. And she did all of this like flyer and the construction. Oh my goodness, you guys, let's take a look at this. She's packaged it so beautifully. What'd you do to deserve this, Woods?
I mean, I'm pretty amazing.
Yeah, pretty amazing.
I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. You're always saying. So, okay, she sent. Okay, how do I get this open, Matthew?
I don't.
Oh gosh.
Pressure's on now.
I'm under pressure. Oh Lordy. Oh my gosh. Marcy, honey, why are we tying it like this? It looks like it's a toolbox. But I know she's pretty handy with her tools.
That's Bristol Chalk, right?
Bristle and Chalk.
Bristle and Chalk. Yeah.
Yes, Bristle and Chalk Company. And all of the labels, I think this might be something she's building and offering it. Yeah, Marcy Calloway, owner and artist, a handcrafted tool for life. And she's put her logo on it and built a.
I don't think it's for tools.
So it's like for paint, right?
It could be for tools or.
Oh, and here's the one with paint on it. Can y'all see that? Okay. Groundskeeper Matt, she needs your knife. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So she's building these little caddies for us. And now I have one and you have one, but I still can't get it out of this bag.
Wow.
No, don't wow me. You're not
Wow.
helping me. Don't wow me.
Wow.
You didn't help me. You just watched me. But what's all in here? There's a bunch of stuff in here. Okay. So she's building her own. Look how she made that.
Oh, that's cool.
Look how she did all of that. Look, what? And so it's like for paintbrushes and stuff. Bristle and chalk. That's so cute. She has a bunch of information about it. Why the Coca-Cola bottle?
Because it looks cool.
Oh, well, because it looks cool. That's why.
Because when I'm working, I need a drink.
Because you're that
and
cool.
I can carry around my glass and have a drink. Oh,
Okay, so this must be a product that that's why, oh.
look at that. All kinds. That's awesome.
Designed for chalk painters, perfect for anyone, a handcrafted tool for life. So she's put together this whole flyer.
Check her
Wow.
out.
She went above and beyond. It's bristle and chalk, Marcy Calloway. These would make really nice gifts too. She has her email on there. And so I got one as well as Matt. That is so special, Marcy. I don't know if you're on here. I feel like you're not, or you would be saying something. Thank you. What a great little caddy to carry around. We can always use more of those. So I'm going to bring you in a little bit closer, and then I'm going to say goodbye. It's pretty happy. Yep, it's pretty happy. So when you have an old painting, it doesn't necessarily mean you don't get to use it anymore. Sometimes you just need to keep working on it. Let's just say this was phase 2 of this painting. Everybody have a wonderful night. I still didn't get to see Irene's paintings.
No. We'll get it out of one way or another.
Do we get to name this one? Yes. Name it. Sort of like calla lilies. Yeah, you know, my flowers never really look like anything specifically. It's more like the color and the fluid petals. Thank you, Derek.
Like calla lilies.
Yeah, Trinity Dreams. Let's name it tomorrow, maybe. I'll photograph it.
Maybe you could do like a little live tomorrow when you're done with it.
Yeah. I did one today at lunchtime. Some of you guys were on there. I think Derek was on there. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you all so very much. I will see you back for sure. Maybe tomorrow from the church, but for sure on Friday. And if you're in the membership group, you will definitely see me at 12 p.m. Central Time for our training. See you guys.
See ya.
Bye. Ah, teaspoon. There you are.